Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Unpack Stories, the space where we open the messy suitcases of life, shake out the memories, and talk honestly about the things that shape who we are. I'm your host, Petunia, and today, we are unpacking something fun, something emotional, something confusing, something that almost broke me and made me laugh at the same time. Because today, we are unpacking the things that shocked me in England. From food to weather to people. Now, listen, when you leave South Africa, especially when you leave a place like Soshanguve and you land in England, your whole soul goes into culture shock. Your stomach, your skin, your spirit, your vocab, your fashion sense, your idea of cult. Everything gets tested. Or no matter how prepared you think you are, England humbles you. So today, I want to take you through the moments that left me shocked, confused, laughing, crying, and asking myself, yeah, did I really move across the world for weather like this? So, I hope you're ready. Grab your cup of tea and let's get into it. You see, South African food, it's not just food. It's personality, it is identity, it's flavor, it's spice, it's make a plan cuisine. So when I arrived in England, I was not ready. It hit me first in a simple meal, just chicken. No paprika, no masala, no marinade, no aromat, just salt and vibes. I took a one bite and thought, Haibo, does this chicken know it's allowed to taste like something? And someone please explain. Why are the peas everywhere? Why are they in every meal? Maybe not every meal, but why are they rolling around my plate like unpaid tenants? Why? Let me tell you something. If you think Nando's in the UK is the same as Nando's in South Africa, you've never been more wrong in your life. Nando's in South Africa, spicy, proud, flavorful, saucy, the kind of meal that makes you hum while you eat. Nando's in the UK, respectfully grilled chicken with a UK passport, probably even a visa, who knows? What I'm trying to say is food connects you to home, it comforts you, grounds you, reminds you who you are. So when everything tastes different, you feel different. You start to miss your mother's special meals like pap and amaudwana, You start missing quarters. You miss braai smoke. You miss buying amagwinya from the auntie on the corner. Your stomach becomes homesick before your heart does. When I arrived in England, nobody warned me properly. People just said, it's cold, you'll get used to it, it's not that bad. This cold in England touches your bones. British cold is not like South African winter. No. This cold is personal. It has a name and a surname. It arrives uninvited and unprovoked. You walk outside and immediately you start to reconsider all your life choices. And can somebody explain to me, why is it dark at 4 p.m.? I'm looking outside through my window now and it's already dark. What is this? Who asked for this? My body starts feeling sleepy at lunchtime. My soul starts thinking it's midnight at 5 p.m. And the rain in England, rain is not weather. It is a personality trait. It rains sideways. It rains when the sun is shining. It rains when the forecast says clear. It rains when you are not even outside. You just feel wet in your spirit. Now, there's something about South African sun that is impossible to replicate. It doesn't just warm your skin, it warms your spirit. It's bright, loud, alive. You start missing the blue skies that feel like promises. You start missing summer thunderstorms that come out of nowhere and disappear just as quickly. You miss walking outside at 8 p.m. and still feel the heat on the pavement. In England, weather is a daily negotiation. It's moody, it's dramatic, it changes its mind every 4 minutes. And sure, there is beauty in English weather. I'll get to that later. But nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to the generous golden warmth of South African day. Now, there is something that I need to talk about. Something that every Black African girl who moves to the UK, especially outside London, needs to prepare her soul for. Are you ready? Afro hair maintenance in York? I was not ready. Now, let me tell you, in South Africa, hair salons are everywhere, on every corner, every street, every mall. Every cousin's friend can cornrow you in the living room. The auntie down the road can relax your hair for cheap. If you want a pixie cut, easy, quick, affordable. Yeah, your hair journey in South Africa is a community experience. It's culture. it's routine, it's connection. But in England, in York particularly, Haibo, they're shocked. First of all, you can't just go do your hair in York. No, you must embark on a quest, an adventure, a journey of survival. You go on Google Maps like Afro hair salons in York. Google replies, best I can do is haircut for men or vintage barbershop. You go on Facebook groups, nothing. You ask around, people look at you like you are asking for unicorn. You quickly realize that Afro hair salons in York are as rare as sunny days in December. Now, let's talk money, because the day I walked into a salon that could do Afro hair, I nearly fainted. Relaxer, cut, pixie style, £140? What is this? In South Africa, £140 could do your hair, your cousin's hair, and still buy groceries. In York, that is one tiny pixie cut that will grow out in 2 weeks and be like, hey, we're back. Then guess what? You need to be back at the salon again. Now, here's the emotional part. Hair is not hair for us. It's identity, it's routine, it's comfort. It is how you feel confident and put together. So suddenly, being in a place where you can't just relax, trim, braid, cut, or style your hair easily, it hits you in your spirit. You start missing the casual way South Africa makes you feel beautiful. You miss all the familiar things. Living in York forces you to become a hairdresser, even if your hands have no calling for hair. Suddenly, you are reading ingredients on products, mixing oils like a scientist, relaxing your own hair with fear and trembling. Watching YouTube tutorials like, okay, pixie cut for beginners. Hopefully I still have edges in the morning. It sounds small. Yes, I know. But when your hair routine disappears, you feel part of your identity wobble. Because hair days in South Africa are community days. You talk, you laugh, you connect. In England, they become a mission, a budget meeting, a Google search journey. Yeah. Oh, a DIY experiment with the potential to go very wrong. That is when you realize how far from home you are, when something as simple as maintaining your hair becomes a challenge. Something that used to be easy, effortless, normal, suddenly becomes a luxury. Now, winter is already a fight, right? We've already spoken about that. But if you have afro hair, the struggle multiplies. First of all, the cold dries your hair. The scalp starts sending out distress signals. You detangle once and it feels like a gym session. But the real trauma, finding someone in York who can do afro hair. Especially if you are from a township like Soshanguve, where you are raised with a specific kind of common sense, flavor, style, a social rule manual that everybody just knows. When you move to England, then suddenly you realize your entire logic is incompatible. Now let's talk about greetings. In Soshanguve, greetings are mandatory. You don't walk past someone without saying something. Dumelang, sharp sharp, ehe, afternoon, hujwang, saubona, even just a head nod. Something. Over here, you greet someone on the street and they look at you like you're trying to sell them timeshare. I remember the first time I smiled at a stranger in New York. Says the panic on their face. You would swear I proposed marriage. Honestly. Oh, Lord. Now, let's talk about noise, right? Where I come from, noise is symphony. You have kids shouting, dogs barking, music playing, taxis hooting, people arguing, people laughing, the neighbor blasting on a piano at 7 a.m., someone selling something outside, someone drilling even though nobody hired them. Noise is part of life. Now, in England, silence. That's it. I once laughed loudly and I was told that I had to tone it down. I was very loud. In the township, nobody cares about your noise. In England, noise is like violation of human rights, you know. Even opening a packet of crisps in public feels so loud. And don't even cough. The whole room will stare you like you've disturbed the peace. Oh, Lord. So, when you grow up in South Africa, you grow up inside a culture of connection. South Africa has this unfiltered warmth, a way of making you feel like you belong to someone bigger than yourself. It's community in its raw form. It's people laughing loudly. It's aunties calling across the parking lot. You know? It's neighbors checking your gate when there's load shedding. It's knowing that even if life is hard, you're not doing it alone. And you miss that when you leave. You miss the noise. You miss the involvement, the easy familiarity of it all. If Soshanguve could talk, the first thing it would say is, I remember you. It will remember the version of me that ran down the streets barefoot, the child who played games in the dust, who chased tires, who laughed with other kids outside until the street lights came on. It will remember the girl who bought ice lollies from the spaza shop, the girl who stood in long queues for fed cook, the girl who heard music from every house on a Saturday morning. It will say, I remember when your dreams were small, when you did not know there was a world beyond me, when you did not know how large your life would become. It would say, I remember your first heartbreak, your first school uniform, your first braids, your first fight, your first victory. It will remind me, you grew here, you cried here, you laughed here, you learned here. England knows the adult version of me. But Soshanguve knows the blueprint. If Soshanguve could talk, it will laugh and say, you were safe in my chaos. Because the township is loud, it's unpredictable, it's messy, it's alive, but somehow you feel safe. The noise feels familiar, the shouting feels normal, the music feels comforting. It will remind me, my chaos trained you. My noise shaped you. My unpredictability prepared you for life. Because when you grow up in the township, nothing surprises you, not even the British weather. If Soshanguve could talk, it would not guilt trip me. It wouldn't ask, why did you leave me? No. It would say, I know why you left. Because the township understands ambition. It understands hope. It understands wanting more, dreaming bigger, and searching for new beginnings. It would say, I always knew you would outgrow me. Not because I wasn't enough, but because you were meant for a bigger life. I raised you to live. I raised you to explore. I raised you to become more than these streets. And it would say something soft, something that would break me inside. I didn't lose you. You just carried me with you. Because when you're from a place like Soshanguve, you don't leave it behind. It lives in your accent, in your humor, in your walk, in your confidence, in your resilience, in your spirit. Soshanguve is not a place you grow out of. It's a place that grows inside you. If Soshanguve could talk, it will notice the new version of me, the version shaped by England, the version softened by love, the version strengthened by independence, the version that disciplined by British culture, the version that expanded by new cultures. It will say, you speak differently now. You think differently. You dream differently. You have softened in some places and hardened in some places. You learned patience, confidence. You've learned boundaries. You learned silence. Then, with a smile, it would add, but I still recognize you. Under the new clothes, the new accent, the new habits, you are still the child who ran down my streets. If Soshanguve could talk, this is the part where it will make me cry. It would say, I miss you. I'm proud of you. I miss your footsteps, your presence, your laughter, your visits to this puzzle shop, your greetings to neighbors, your energy on my street. But I'm proud of the life you built, the courage you showed, the risks you took, the love you followed across the world, the identity you are shaping in England. I'm proud of the woman you are becoming. I'm proud of the stories you're telling. I'm proud of how you present me wherever you go. Because every immigrant carries their hometown on their back. And Soshanguve sees that. And it will continue to whisper, don't forget me. Not in a controlling way, not in a guilt-inducing way, but in a soft, gentle plea. Don't forget the soil that held your feet. Don't forget the people who shaped you. Don't forget the culture that raised you. Don't forget the simplicity that grounded you. Because the world is loud, England is fast, life changes you, but home stays the same. I'm still here in the same streets, under the same sun with the same spirit. I'm sorry. Whenever you return, whether it's next year or 10 years, the township will welcome you like you've never left. Because home doesn't hold grudges, it holds memories. Starting over is terrifying, but also thrilling. England gave me the space to reinvent myself, to become a newer version of me, shaped by my past, grounded by my presence, hopeful for my future. There is something empowering about building a life brick by brick, choice by choice. England is diverse in a way that constantly surprises me. Thank you for spending this time with me, as always. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for unpacking this story with me. This story was emotional, complicated, beautiful, and deeply human. If you are someone living between two worlds, I'd love to hear your story too. Your memories, your homesickness, your joy, the things you've gained, and the things you'll always carry. Because at the end of the day, we are shaped by the places that build us and the places we choose to build next. This has been Unpacked Stories. I'm Petunia. Until next time, take care and stay humbled, grounded, and keep unpacking your own journey.